Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Talk. Yeah, this is episode number 28. Apparently, it's
Let's bring the hate.
yeah.
A lot of hate flying around right
That
now.
comes from the wife. Mixed feelings, I would say. Mixed feelings.
Let's drop a bomb and see how the community reacts.
So we're gonna down the jets a little bit and talk about some things. I'm Viz.
I'm Sable.
And yeah, here we are again, talking about MSF in the tub.
Yeah.
Hot tub, that is.
I'm a little salty Sable. That's
Salty Sable. And I'm venereal Viz.
Victorious.
No, I'm not seeing a lot of negatives, really. Got some new things come out today. Yeah, you're gonna find whatever negatives you want to do if you look for them. But I didn't read, I guess, a blog that says something about increasing the attack stats. We're gonna start with that because that's the least controversial of everything.
Because it literally was just posted like 20 minutes ago.
So, attack stats of war are gonna go up 20%.
Because they heard our feedback. Yeah, I didn't hear nobody complaining about that.
We figured stuff out. It's been 2 full weeks of war.
Yeah.
3 full weeks of war, something like that.
I mean, clearly others haven't because we wound up with 60 defensive victories today.
And we're getting lower and lower every match.
Yeah.
On our losses. So
And I mean,
we figured it out. You
the
just
one
can't
team
be
I don't
stupid.
think that even got a win anywhere on either side was Alpha Flight.
No, it didn't. We got 2 wins, but
Oh.
three wins we got.
Ooh boy. On a brand new Apex War team
Yeah, we got 3 wins.
that has a 4-piece counter.
Yeah. So so they're upping the attack. Yeah, I don't think it's necessary.
No, really be punching down on stuff. Like, I'm not going to be able to hit hardly anything.
Yeah, it's just gonna make things change, and offense gonna make it even trickier, I think.
We'll have to redo some counter sheets, I think.
Some things are actually gonna be able to work that didn't work before. Yeah, it's
Maybe
just,
Weapon X will now re-counter Heroes for Hire like it used to.
Yeah, probably. That would probably be one. Even though we've got it down to now, we don't really need to use it. We've got other stuff down. What it is you have these top alliances that all their rooms, and by rooms I mean the group of 10, not the individual, so all their sections, I guess. When you say move rooms, there's a move rooms thing. You move literally the whole section to another one. You don't move one room of somebody.
Yeah, you move barracks.
And the fact that there's rooms and rooms and rooms is confusing. So when I'm talking about rooms, I'm meaning the group of 2 alliance mates, that
So, like
all their
barracks,
teams, all 20
hangars,
teams. Yeah.
Armory.
So those are rooms. So anyways, so I don't know where I was going with that. I had to re-explain that. But each room is going to have 2 sets of usually APOC, 2 sets of sus. Sometimes they have 2 sets of mercs for money.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they do in the top brackets because they want these defenses that the other team can't get through.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're not using those teams on offense. And so because they're not using those teams on offense and they don't have easy wins with the other stuff, they're having to 2-tap these things. And it's pissing them off because they're not able to just get through war as quickly as possible.
Yeah, because they built for offense.
Because
now their offense got nerfed 20%.
Yeah, because their offense doesn't punch up like it used to be, but the defense is stronger.
Mm-hmm.
So, they want to cry.
Right.
They don't want to use sus or APOC on offense. They want to put them on defense and stop the other team.
Mm-hmm.
And it's called learning the game.
Yeah.
It's called learning the game. It's called re-strategizing. It's called, pulling your head out of your ass and trying not to just be one of those people. So if you want to be a turtle, that's fine. But with the way it is, turtles were getting the advantage.
Yeah.
Because you were getting 2, 3, 4 wins per room.
Yeah. And all you really need with those big guys, if all 24 of you guys have Mephisto, all you need is 6. Put a whole row, 1 in every room, 6 Mephistos on D. Now you've got the rest to attack with.
Put them all on the flight decks.
Yep. And then there goes your efficiency, and everybody else is still a race who can clear and who can do it most efficient.
Yeah, because you're going to get through them eventually. It's just going to be a pain in the ass. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know why we're boosting the attack. I don't understand it. It took us 3 weeks to finally get to a spot where I'm comfortable with every one of my attacks punching up. Yeah.
This war season, leave it. Why they gotta keep changing stuff mid?
I don't know why they did it. It doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, the reason why they did it, I'm sure, is because you have the loudest voice in the community is complaining about it in each one of his war videos, whining about it because he's not winning every battle and he doesn't get to show on stream that he wins every battle. I don't know. I've had wars I go for 14 for 14.
I went
You just
11 for 11
for
with
11 today.
mil.
So get gooder, is my thing.
Know what your teams can do.
Yeah, I fought a sus with one. I fought an APOC with one.
Right? There was
and I did my normals.
Like Quicksilver for Hire was the last team in war today. And I'm like, ugh, I got Darkhold, I've got a few things, but I didn't have the hard counter. And I'm like, I don't want to blow it just on the off chance it could win, because I could have punched down a 2 million. It was only a 900k team. Like, I might have been able to do something to beat it, but why chance it? Because I don't know, I only know the one counter that I have in my roster to work.
Well, that's what you should do. You should build your alliance to be efficient and to go through, and everybody's got to be responsible for their own attacks, but to have 1-2 counters for each team. And then once those 2 counters are burnt, we're kind of sitting there waiting for the next person. But
that's what I was. I had already done them, so I'm like,
But we need everybody to work together, and it's about working together. And I think a lot of those ones at the top, they don't really work together. It's just we want to push, push, push.
Yeah.
And when they're having to go against tunes and teams that only have 1 or 2 counters, and they're having to sit there and wait because they know their team is not going to win.
And some of them, your responsibility is right side of flight deck 3. That is your room. You all 10 attacks. If you need 14 in it, you have to clear that. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, I've never heard that, but I'm sure there's some that kind of do stuff like that. I know in my beginner alliance, I just basically pick a room at the end and take it out. Pick a side of a room and take it out with my 10 attacks. So, yeah, I don't know. A little frustrating with that. I wouldn't say hate. I just think it's kind of a late, dumb move and not important. And there's a lot of other things you could have done that could have been a lot better.
Right?
That actually would have made sense, like boosting Alpha Flight, like giving them an extra 20% boost to stats on defense instead of just the 20.
Right.
Like add 2 more rooms to give 10 a room.
They did that after all this outrage over the new blog, the actual blog post today about the new teams coming up in the patch.
Yeah, let's not get to that first.
Right? But then they dropped this bomb. Oh, but hey, wait, look, we're okay. We're giving you a 20% attack boost stat. You're good. We're good. Forget about that.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that one has to do with the other. Because if nothing else, this is even more upsetting about the Alpha Flight thing because they're such a piece of trash in defense.
Right. Well, that was an afterthought. They're good in this one raid for a few months. You can't use them in any other raids because they're not the same mystic skill, biotech, all that.
Yeah. Now, they do have a few raid-only abilities, but their straight-up abilities are actually pretty good.
But they're not a war team, and they should not be marketed and sold as a war team.
No, the stuff they gave on war defense doesn't work with the meta that's there right now because Mercs for money are so strong and out of time is so strong that
they've already got 2 or 3 counters in game for them.
They don't work very well. Mm-hmm. It was kind of dumb for them to do what they did, but
it should have been out before Mercs for money and before out of time.
Yeah, agreed.
Because,
agreed.
8 months ago we didn't have a counter for them in the game.
Yeah, so rather than doing a 20% boost of offense, what they should have done is a 10% in 2 different rooms, add to, say, hangar, let's say engineering and security. Of engineering and security, they give defense up to you, defense down to them. Have them give 10% boost to primary stats to Alpha Flight.
Yeah.
So then you have 2 more rooms that are giving big boosts to them that you have to clear. I mean, that would have been the smart thing.
People didn't like these because it made the defenses too powerful. Well, isn't that the point?
That's what I'm saying. Just make it Alpha Flight specific for them so that team is better. It's like you stop complaining about stuff that's on defense. Like, I understand if you want to get on, you want to do your quick stuff. We already talked about timing game, 2 hours, 25 minutes, whatever, being time in front of the screen. But But war is one of those things that it's the biggest part of the game. Like,
well, you have to have 2 screens because I needed to pull up
biggest
my counter sheet. Then you got to leave the game, go back to the game.
You don't pull up your counter sheet. You say, "Hey, honey, what do I need to do?"
No, I had my counter sheet. It was there, and then I hit the minimize. I could look between the two. Okay, there we go.
But yeah, I mean, it's like giving more to attack is just, I don't know. It's just doing the easy button.
Yeah.
And it makes all this planning as a leader, like what to put on defense. Like, you just nullified everything that I did.
Everything for the last 3 weeks. All the counters we came up with.
All the research I've done into doing what's doing what defensive wins.
And we just boosted and spent shit tons of gold and resources to boost our defenses that have been getting
certain tunes to help certain tunes like Chavez and Sable and Quicksilver. Yeah, now you're gonna change it up.
Complete slap in the face.
I don't like it. I don't think it's a good move. I think it's part of that trying to please people, and I don't fucking get it. I don't get why companies are such people pleasers every time. And they got to understand that when they're people pleasing, that they're hurting a large population as well.
Yeah.
For every one person you're pleasing, you're probably pissing off 3. So why are we worrying about those 1,000 people maybe that you're trying to please because they're the loudest voice when you're upsetting another 5,000 in the background?
Yep.
It doesn't make sense to me. It's the wrong move. Boo boo, but you know what? We'll figure it out because it's going to make offensive efficiency go up. So whatever. Maybe I can throw an APOC or sus on defense here and there and be okay with it. Even though when you see those teams, there's direct counters for them already.
Oh, yeah.
So now it's going to make the direct counters be even. I don't know. It's just dumb. I liked it the way it was. Don't freaking change it. It's so stupid.
Stop changing things mid-season.
It's so stupid, and then like if you complain about them changing it, then it's like you feel bad. Like the people who honestly are going to give you the best feedback are the ones that are going to feel bad about you doing things. They don't want you to be like, well, fuck this game, because we don't want to have that. Every time something comes out, you complain one way or the other. We're going to be realists. We're going to give you the real advice and the real thing of what should happen. We're not just going to complain that our wallets aren't happy enough, one way or the other. It's going to be because of the play, because of what we're seeing. And right now, it's building strategy for the leaders and for the war captains to do, if they have war captains, for them to do, to build teams, to make it so that we have strong defenses at the same time, keeping a strong offense. It makes that part of the thing fun. It makes those adjustments fun. Every war, I'm going in, I'm looking at defensive wins, who got the wins, what ones we should keep, maybe what we should switch out a little bit. And it makes that part exciting and different. Now you just add attack bonuses to it. It's like, okay, so everything I've done over the last 3 weeks, throw it out the window and start over. Because the bonus that we're getting for Hive Mind, for Spider Society, for Symbiotes, for Web Warriors, for all those teams, some of the new Warriors, some of Young Avengers are just going to go out the window. Depending on what level you are, you're going to use Young Avengers or Heroes Fryer, but it's just all gone out the window because it is caught back up to you. And that also, like, how are you going to do the stats? Are you going to attach it to a room? So what room are you attaching it to?
No, it's 20% war ready. So if you're war ready, you get a 20% attack bonus, which is the green ice, though.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, where are they putting this war ready? Are they putting in just the static?
And then the global.
The global throughout the whole.
Yeah.
So every room's going to have the buff?
Yes.
Bad move.
Yep.
Bad move. I don't hate it. I get it. You're trying to people please. Cool.
But I love that they listen
Thanks for listening for that, because it's the loudest person
I didn't hear anybody
on
bitching
stream.
about it.
Oh, we heard the one person.
That was it, but I didn't see
Yeah, but that's the
there was
loudest
people
voice.
That didn't realize, hey, why is my attack not big? Because they removed it.
That's the loudest voice. That's why. That loudest voice complains. So thank you very much. Now we get this change, and it pretty much shoots down all the work that all the war captains got to do over the last 3 weeks. So thanks a lot. We appreciate it. Okay, on to the next thing. That's fine. Oh, drinks tonight. I'm drinking this weird ass freaking thing. It's called Blanco Tequila with natural flavors and sparkling water. It's called VMC Paloma. I don't even know how to open the goddamn thing. I think I figured it out. Wife said you just pull where the sticker is or to try it. Ooh, I think I got my fingernail. Nope, that wasn't it. Was that it? Maybe?
I think, yeah, that white, under the white
thing.
It says open.
Okay. It just like...
And then it says okay.
I don't know, you do it. It says like it busted. I don't know. This is why you bring a woman along to figure out things
Okay,
like
you gotta
this.
remove the sticker.
Okay, I'm removing the sticker. Well, I don't know why this didn't have a pop tap. You slide it? I'm used to popping something up. It's got like
Oh, maybe you push it down?
handwritten instructions or something. I don't know. Maybe it's got a video that goes along with it. How to open it.
I don't. I think you need a screwdriver.
I'm about to go get my.
Nope, there we go.
Never mind. She got it. I heard it pop.
Okay.
Pop, pop, fizz, fizz. Now what do we
There's
do?
that.
She got half of it. That released all the carbonation. She's gonna cut her finger off.
No, I'm not. That doesn't even have a hole to drink out of yet.
She's gonna be bleeding in the hot tub. Now she's trying to pull the whole thing off. This
Well, I think so. I think that's
is
what
entertaining.
Yes, it
Do
is.
you pop it again? You can just keep going? I feel like you're just gonna break that thing off. This is, you should see this thing. It's this black piece of plastic like melted onto the top of the can. It says pull, she's pulled. It's straight up now.
It just says open.
It's got like a thing.
XO.
XO, so it wants to hug and kiss
now
you.
you slide it up. Because now when you drink out of this little hole, you can slide it down.
Oh, so
you
now
slide
that's
it
a
up.
slide top. Okay, well
Yes.
thanks. All right, she figured it out. All right, now to see. Okay, so I'm gonna slide it open.
There's just a small. It's open. There's just
That's
a small,
open?
It's a small tiny
Oh,
slit.
geez, that's really, is that where we're going?
It takes a Lego master to figure out how
It's
to.
just a tiny slit, huh?
Tiny little slit.
Mm,
Little slit.
little slit.
Little one. Anyway, and then I have my non-alcoholic Blue Moon.
Oh, it's grapefruit. It tastes like a spiked squirt. It's pretty damn good. All right, doing this, drink some tequila.
I'll probably edit out some of that downtime.
Mm-mm.
Leave our struggles.
No, leave that. That was pretty funny. You should have seen her face. The concentration on her face was great.
Well, I didn't know push or pull. I don't know.
She had a very focused face when trying to open her tiny slit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fine though. We're good now. The black thing came out and now we're waiting for the Blanco. Yeah, in my mouth.
Take it off.
No, I'm not taking it off. I'm trying to open it more.
It doesn't open more. That is it. That's you can see.
I'm
the
just
little
getting a
smiley
sip at
face.
a time. This is like a 30-ounce drink.
Yeah, well,
It's
you might need to get a can opener.
700 milliliters.
Oh, wow.
That's like 32 ounces.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You gotta do the math. I think it's actually 30 ounces, but
No. This is 355 milliliters in a 12 fluid ounce can.
okay. So maybe a little less. It's 24 ounces then. Okay, a little less than 24, probably 23.
You know, do the math on our own here.
But anyways, that's pretty tasty actually. I'm alright with that. Cool. So, okay, one thing struck down. So we struck down the attack bonus. All right. So now on to the next thing. Let's go good before bad. So the good part of it is we're getting a new team coming out, Illuminati. It's gonna be kind of cool. We're reusing 3 older characters for a 6-piece team. So we get to reuse Iron Man, Black Bolt, and Mr. Fantastic to make Illuminati, which is pretty dope. I'm curious if Professor X is going to have the Illuminati tag because he fits in that subject as well.
Possible.
Yes, I know they're all guys, but sorry. Well, actually, the one character they put in there isn't a guy.
Which one?
Shuri, Black Panther.
Oh, Black Panther.
So we got Black Panther, Shuri, Captain Britain,
Yep.
and Hank Pym.
Oh, yeah.
Hank
I
Pym.
don't know why he's not going on the Pym tech, but...
So we've got it's interesting. Okay, I'm not going to go into comic book lore because comic book lore is going to put kind of a dampener on it. But cool. So we get a 3 old piece, 3 new piece. It's pretty neat. I like it. I like that we're boosting the stats for Black Bolt because he has not felt like he's legendary in a while.
Yeah, but he gets like what?
Iron Man gets some boosts, and he has not felt legendary in a while. And Mr. Fantastic gets some love, and he's one of the shittiest characters in the game.
Yeah, I think he's one of my lowest.
Yeah, between him and Johnny Storm and Yelena, Bullseye, and Korath, the Punisher, those are pretty much the shittiest with name characters in the game.
Ultimate.
Ooh, Ultimate's pretty bad.
He's even been removed
I-
from his orb.
I should send that thing that I did for Ultimates to make him good to the devs and be like, here, do this, because that would be phenomenal. I would love to have Ultimates have a rework, and I would love to be the reason behind it. Hit me up, Scopely, if you listen to this. I don't know if
They claim to listen, but
I don't know, maybe they do. That'd be
you
kind of
gotta
cool if
yell
they did.
louder.
Maybe I need to put like Scopely in the title. Hey Scopely, check this out. I don't know. But anyways, I have some really good ideas. So I had some ideas about how to fix the player level system to make it so we're not having to do these time heist things in a couple of videos back. I have some ideas how to fix the DDs and make those a little bit more user friendly and maybe some kind of recycle method there. I have some ideas how to fix the raids and make it so we have more raids and less time actually spent between the three of them, but yet we get more rewards, but not something that's going to hit the cap that hard. I have some great ideas. Just hit me up anytime. My Discord's Viscera17 Sable. Just friend me. I'm good with it. Anyways, back on to the show. Sorry, Vander. But yeah, so we got Illuminati, which is cool. Like, they're going to be for Crucible stupid. Okay, nobody likes Crucible that's got any sense about them. But anyways, so they're going to be Crucible. Okay, they're going to have a node, so you know they're going to have rules in one of these seasons, whatever. Some of their abilities are going to be kind of cool to use in Crucible, giving ability, energy, and doing stuff like that. But yeah, it's a new team. We finally know what it is. It fills the gap, I guess, between now and the Vampires.
Yeah.
Vampires, I think everybody's kind of looking forward to. So, kind of fills the gap. We don't know the Mystic team yet either, and if that Vampire is going to be the Mystic team. But yeah, so it would
have been nice if they would have sent some of that information out to more content creators instead of just envoys, but then you've got these other content creators that are just pulling up envoy streams.
Well, and that's the thing,
showing
though, too.
It, oh, hey, look, this is just like, dude, that information is envoy release only. You can't make a video on it.
Yeah.
Like, that just skirts the whole thing.
And if somebody uses his information, oh my gosh, copyright claims, infringement, block.
I was hoping my logo was on the video, because then I could have copyrighted claimed it.
Yeah.
You don't have permission to use that logo on your stream, buddy.
Right.
Only the person I made it for does.
But it's like, this is the other thing, though, too. Like, if you're going to have certain envoys release this thing, you need to do a better way of, like, checking your envoys and seeing who they are. Because you have some envoys that give absolute bullshit videos that are just... Some of their videos are just clickbait to the nth degree, and then they go back on their word in the next video to get more clickbait, and then they go back on that word in the next video to get more clickbait, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, you're not actually giving any depth in this video.
And then they sit and bash and bash and bash. Oh, never mind, they fixed it, we're good.
They're bashing the company, which is letting you have this paycheck through YouTube.
Which I thought was like a big no-no in the
It should be.
NDA.
It should be. Like, don't just, like, say how horrible they are, because it's not the company. They're doing things that are getting feedback for. Obviously, somebody's testing it. And those people that are testing are the ones that need to test more people. So it's, I don't know.
But apparently with this whole release, the player's voice, it was ran by them. They unanimously said, no, this is terrible, you can't do this. And Scopely said, no, we're doing it anyway. And so the player's voice was like, oh, okay, we give up. But you're supposed to be fighting for us. So if you're going to give up on something like this that completely goes against everything that the community
should just be start calling the player's whisper.
Like, if you back down on that, what else have you backed down on? Is that why we're in a crack and only game right now? And it's moved to pay to play?
Maybe. I mean, okay.
You can't even get tunes in their events at a 2-star.
Okay, here's something I'm going to say, and I don't think this is a Scopely problem. I think this is a company-wide problem. And please don't cancel me because of what I'm about to say, but very possible that it is what it is. But the people that listen for Scopely, for MSF, are now ran by an Arabian country, right? They're ran by Saudi Arabia country, who basically give less rights and whatnot to females, and the player's voice is ran by a female. So the fact that a female she's strong in her way, she's well-spoken, she's an intelligent gal, and she does want what's best, even though it might not come across that way sometimes. She does want what's best for the game, but she's very pushy with what she says, and her tone of what she says is very, sometimes not tactful, and I think that they might just be like, F you. You're a woman. We're not going to listen to you. We don't care. And turns their ear off. Maybe. I don't know.
I doubt it.
I don't know. I don't want to say that's the reason, but I mean,
I really wouldn't doubt it. At this point, they've already, we've given in to so much. You know what? No, we're done listening to you. We're done with this.
yeah, stop
You guys
complaining all
had
the
your
time.
moment in the sun. We're good.
Nag, nag, nag. You know what they say about wives? Not you. Some people say. You're perfect.
I nagged quite a bit, but I nagged so much you actually got the day off the other day. And you're taking care of yourself. And you took pain meds. But you still won't go to a doctor.
No. I don't know how many
Sometimes nagging comes in handy.
Stiff neck's about all I got left, and I think that's just from watching my back in case you want to come up and throw something at me. I don't know. That could be where it's from.
That's what I do. I'm a chicken chucker. I just throw things everywhere.
Chicken chucker, that's a new one. Chicken choker. But yeah, I mean, it could be. I'm not saying that it is. I'm just
well, and they're in the middle of
stuff.
transitions, so maybe they're just like, no, like they're using the transition as a, we're done with you guys. Like,
could be.
Pretend to be this movement. We're just cutting ties. We're done.
Could be.
Because who knows what's going on behind the scenes?
Yeah. Or what kind of people are back there messaging them.
And is that a bridge you want to die on?
You might have the players cancel people that got voted in, just in there nagging them with all the wrong points.
Right.
We don't know who they are.
You don't know anything about anyone.
We don't know nothing. So
but
maybe you have the wrong people back there. I actually applied, by the way, just to let you guys know. I can't let you know anything more, I don't think. So, but I did reply. So if I do make it and they do say it's okay for me to say so, I'll definitely tell everybody. I don't know how that stuff works and who you're allowed to tell, but if I do make it, I'm definitely going to be like, bro, if I got the Envoy, though, and I got access to that test server, oh my god, I'd be testing the shit out of things. That'd be beautiful.
Well, I'm the what if queen, so I'm like, hey, what if you try this against this?
Yeah, I would be testing the shit out of things. That'd be so much fun. And try to figure out, like, what stuff they can fix, what stuff they can make better, what combos are going to work really well going forward, and teams and stratagems.
And
what you
yeah,
can
now with
add
Black
to
Bolt
people.
coming, and he's got the no revive, so there's going to be a counter to Mercs for money. But
Possibly, yeah.
is it going to negate, like, because didn't we find a loophole with Minerva?
It was like later on in the battle they get to come back.
Revive,
Yeah.
that because he was burped out and he auto revives, well, that negated that revive because he was burped out. Well, then Minerva could then revive him because
it doesn't trigger every time.
Yeah, something.
It's already said no.
I thought that, yeah.
They might have patched that. Who knows?
They could have, but I remember that was a big bug with him.
It could be something that
Back
just
in
turns
the
it
day.
off altogether, but who knows?
But I'm excited because I had him maxed out back in the day.
Yeah, so that's a good thing. I do like that they're upping these characters that some of us have had built up, like Iron Man and Black Bolt. You
Except
know,
they're useless.
we'd have to build up Mr. Fantastic, but you know, it's whatever. So then comes the negative part about that. So that was actually the good part, which is kind of funny. But so the negative part about that is the Captain Britain is supposed to be an epic release,
Yeah.
which is, you know, the new term for a legendary type character that you're using other legendaries to unlock. So they call them epics.
Because they couldn't go back on the, we're not going to require a legendary to get a legendary. So they had to change the name of
Changed it to
legendary
epic.
so
Right.
they wouldn't be like, oh.
And they have a different rotation. They have a different way they do things. They're not going to be scourges. It's not going to be that same kind of thing. Thank God. It's just going to be straight up. You have this many stars you get to unlock. Probably T4s, probably gear tiers, and probably red stars. That's probably where they're going to compromise. They're probably going to compromise the red stars, but if you can unlock at 5 and you have 5 red stars, then that's fine. Like, everybody should pretty much be at that point where everybody's 5 red stars by now. But yeah, so the release method is going to be, you have to have him at 5 stars in order to get him. People are worried that the release method isn't going to be such that you have the other characters at 5 stars to get him unlocked, and then him himself, I guess, at 5 stars in order to do something.
For the legendary he's required for.
But that's no... Oh, for the next legendary that comes out. So, people are worried they're not going to go at 5 stars. Well, this is the thing. You have 5 tunes to use. So, and I already named that we were reworking 3, right? So we got Iron Man, we got Black Bolt, and we got Mr. Fantastic. So also to come out with Captain Britain are Shuri, female Black Panther, and Hank Pym. So guess what? without Captain Britain, that is 5 tunes. So if they have the legendary unlock,
but it might
you
be
have
him and 4
no.
others.
It's they do that. It's going to be stupid, but there's 5 tunes that you can get to 5 stars to be able to unlock this guy. It's not going to be as easy.
And
You're probably going to have to have him geared up higher.
It said that you can unlock him through his event at 2 stars. Then you will get offers to get and earn additional stars.
Right.
You have to pay to get him higher.
Which is
and then he goes into a vault, and who knows if he'll even come back around by the time the legendary event comes up.
Which so, that part of it is greedy.
Free-to-play light spenders are not going to get the chance.
But this is the thing, though, too. If you remember, when we started unlocking these characters, right, it was a struggle to get that first day release. And that's what they're bringing back, and I appreciate that. I do appreciate that, because it was always spenders can get them, but the rest of us were, oh boy, just in time.
Yeah, but we can get them at like 5, yeah.
But sometimes you didn't get, like, Omega Red, I didn't get the first pass. You know, I didn't get Omega Red the first pass. I had to wait until the next pass because I didn't have the stars.
Well, I court that shit.
Right, and some people have the course for it. I don't. So you're going to have that same feeling, which I think is a better feeling than I got to play this Scourge again to be in the leaderboard in order to get shards and compete.
And now I got to do 2 million to get the last of the shards I need.
Right, or now I have to play 12 levels with 6 different teams, and the stealth lock team in Spider Society like we did the last one, or it wasn't required, but it was required.
Yeah.
Because it was hero skill, and there's only like 10 hero skill, and 5 of them just happen to be Spider Society. So like when they do those types of things, I think that's the dirty part where you have to level 2, 3, sometimes 4 teams up to a high gear tier in order to unlock this character, versus one team, 5 people, 2 new ones, get them to 5 stars. I can spend $50, or whatever to release these, get these plus their events to get them up to 5 stars, or $50, $100 if I wanted to, or like play the event hard to get them to 5 stars, and I could unlock.
Yeah, it's just with these events, you're barely getting them at 2. And that's even with spending a shit ton of coins.
Well, see, this is the thing, though.
And then when I buy them, I'm not getting them at 3 or 4.
When they say unlock at 2, I think what that means is, and I mean, you can quote me on this if you want to, and hold it against me when it comes out, but this is what I think it means. When the character is released through the events, and I'm talking about Shuri, and I'm talking about Hank Pym that are released before, I think the events make it so that you are going to, with minimum play, be able to unlock them at 2 stars.
Yes. And then play through their event to get them.
So now if I've unlocked them at 2 stars, and I have 5 characters, and I don't get any more shards past just unlocking them at 2 stars, right? Which we've done with Dakin, which we've done with Starbad, which we've done, then I'm able to unlock then Captain Britain at 2 stars because I have them at 2 stars.
I don't think so.
That's what I'm thinking, because if it's star versus star, my release at 2 stars equals that release at 2 stars. Because that's all I can. I can't unlock a 3 star because these 2 aren't 3 stars.
I think I saw something somewhere that you needed them at 5 to unlock him.
That's what I'm saying. But if I have them at 4, then I can unlock him at 4. If I have them at 5,
you can only flat out unlock him at 2. That's it.
I don't think that's what it is. That might be how it's worded, but we all know they word things very bad.
That's where the rage is coming from. Is because it was just announced. And that's what people are assuming. It says flat out, unlock it 2.
That's what people
then
are
you
just...
will unlock offers to get more shards. Other than that, you won't get shards.
You know what assume is, right?
Exactly.
It's to make an ass of you and yourself. So, I'm not going to assume things. I'm going to say I think their intentions are, even though they can't write worth the shit, I think their intentions are to have it be that way.
Yeah.
You have 3 tunes. You have 2 unlocks before. The minimum unlock for them is 2 stars, which means they're both going to be the $25 unlock, is what that's saying to me.
I don't know. We'll find out when the patch goes live tonight.
Isn't it 80 when it's that way?
They're 45.
45, that's what it is, and then 100 is 3 star. So they're both going to be 45 unlocks, is what that's saying. And because they're 45 unlocks, that's 2 star. And then with those 2 stars plus 3 other tunes, Iron Man, Black Bolt, and I can now unlock Captain Britain at 2 stars. But if I have them at 3, then I can unlock Captain Britain at 3, is what I think that it is. So, that you can quote me on that, you can hold me to it, but I think that it is.
I don't believe so.
Riri, no, that's the wrong one, it's Shuri. Not Riri. But anyways, so, If they are making it locked behind you have to purchase him to get him to 5 stars, I think that's wrong. This is straight out wrong. But if they don't know English, which is very possible because they don't write very well, and they write it in 15 different languages, like we were talking about the Bible, it was originally written in Hebrew. When you translate that shit, it breaks down in translation.
Yeah.
So if the people that are writing this are writing it in a foreign language and they're translating it then to English, that doesn't make as much sense in English as it does maybe in their language. So maybe that's where the barrier comes in play. And it could be the same way with code too, because code in their country could be in a different language. So when it's
I would assume
put to
everybody
ours,
was still here for those kinds of things. But
I'm just saying it's now
I
owned
don't
by a
know.
different country. There could be translation issues. That could be why.
give them the benefit of
I'm
the doubt.
trying to be positive. You wanted to be positive. I'm trying to be positive. You said with this one, it's all going to be negative. You didn't want to do even a video. You're like, we got to look for. I'm trying to be positive.
I know,
I'm
but
that
then I was
person.
like, oh, well, it's episode 28. Oh, that rhymes with 8. Oh, boy.
Yeah,
oh,
I know. You're starting to go at it, so I'm trying to be good. But I'm being a positive Pam. Okay? Positive
You're being a
Pete.
pee-pee?
I'm being a Pete.
So you're being a dick?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe. I'll show you. No.
No, my only disappointment is the fact that Alpha Flight. I feel doomed.
Yeah.
15,000 power cores I had saved and spent to unlock those tombs. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I feel like it was just like, what?
And you
is
have to
this
max
about?
him to do that Spotlight 1.2 because you can't
Yeah.
get through it otherwise.
I know mine are all 95 right now, and I'm
95's hard.
yeah.
They got to be 96, 97 in
And
order
that's
to really
even
make
more?
it through. And that's to play it through.
What, 60 million gold? I opened 75
Yeah.
gold orbs plus 2 mega gold orbs.
Yeah, because they're not really a raid team. They just gave them raid buffs for these raids. So, yeah, it was a bad thing to do. And I don't know if they're going to be like, oh, shit, we screwed up and come back with it. But I hope they don't do it
These whole
again.
spotlight raids were a disaster.
It's a disaster. They should have just stuck with what they had and add something. Add it for 4 months and have it get character shards for the newest characters.
Yeah.
You know, put the
But
character
then
shards
even
in the spotlight
like
orbs.
Hive Mind behind it, and now Cosmic Ghost Rider in those orbs. Where some of these tunes, okay.
Yeah, why Cosmic
so,
Ghost
they're
Rider?
farmable, but you can't farm them because you can't do the fucking
You
raid.
can't play them because they're too high. But why put Cosmic Ghost Rider? Why not put North Star? Why not? Why not put Penny Parker? At least that's a raid character
team.
that's in that raid.
Right?
Put all of Spider Society. You get a possibility of one of the 5 in every orb at 5 shards, one of the 5. Equal chance, 20% chance of one of the 5.
Farmability isn't up yet. They're the next.
It just
to be farmable.
asinine the way they do some of this stuff sometimes. Like if you want to release a raid, fine, release a raid, make it playable at 5 stars in level 85.
You gotta be all hundos.
But I'm saying, if you were to release that's how you do it. 5 stars and 85.
And you can't sim that shit. I autoed. I can just go in and hit
and
auto.
then make it so
and
that
that's
those
fine.
raids are how you get those characters. I'm cool with that. And have it a random drop, 20% drop of each of these characters. Don't put the old ones, or do put the old ones. Either way. But if you're going to put the old ones, don't make it so that it's too hard for newer players to play.
Well, and where do
Because
the tunes
older
go
players
from
don't
Gamma?
need that shit.
So that's how you got Thanos. Is he farmable elsewhere other than that orb? Like some
Yeah,
of those
he's in
tunes
those.
that were in those orbs.
He's in like the
I hadn't checked on that because I need
Yeah.
to check for the new peeps. They keep
Nexus.
asking.
I think it's a Nexus or Cosmic. One of the first ones.
Yeah. People keep asking where teams are farmable, and I'm like, ugh, I got so much out of date info I
Yeah.
gotta update.
But it's just like, if you're going to do these spotlight raids, I totally get it. Put those teams in the orbs. Make it for those teams only. When you add the second team to it, add the second team shards, put it at a random drop,
Right? It's
put it
just like
20% per, so
the
you
alpha,
get
beta
different
raid
ones every
orbs.
time.
They're in those raids.
So
those are
dumb.
the tunes you would get in the orbs.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. This
And
doesn't
now
make sense.
we don't even get raid orbs.
Only in
I
the
opened all of
milestones.
them. From
Yeah.
the time Big Time Spider-Man came out and I maxed him out, I've been saving. I had
Yeah, you get 'em in the
100 and
milestones, that's it.
something.
Yeah.
That was it.
They went away.
And now I have none. I've queued none over the last 3 days.
Yeah, because you don't get them except for the milestones. I
I'm
said
like,
that.
it's garbage. What happened? So now I gotta use my currency to open the orbs to unlock a tune that doesn't even need to be at 7 stars
Yeah,
he's
because
working
you get
great
shit
at
ton of
5.
currency.
Yeah, then you get an Ultimus food, but
Yeah.
it's like the only way to get Ultimus food
I
anymore because
don't-
they removed all these character shards.
like I said, I spent my raid orbs, and that was it. I spent, I think, 200K of the raid currency, and then I was like, I'm fine.
Yeah, that's what I did just
7.
to get him to 6.
Why do I need a character at 7 that's in there? There's no characters there that I need at 7.
No. And
why do I need Starbat at 7?
He destroys Alpha Flight even more. It's like, okay, he's 6'6".
Yeah, it's no problem. Yeah, I don't know. Some of those little things are so annoying. Man, you really do tangent. I don't notice until you actually start going and I'm thinking about it. You do tangent a lot. Tangent.
Mine.
Squirrel.
Tangent Tammy.
But yeah, the way that they need to do that, I think they can break it down a little bit better. Like I said, listen to me. Give me a call. I'll help you out with this game. I'll make it so it actually makes sense.
And I'm sure it's a lot like Tetris with all these moving parts, and this piece has to fit into that one, and this one, which then comes out in 6 months.
And the road ahead, we don't know. Yeah.
I don't even know that we've had like a road ahead in.
Well, that was part of the thing.
Almost 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
Here's the first half.
Dude that gave us the last one, Cerebro.
And that was, who knows how long ago.
Yeah.
Like some of the stuff, I'm like, what's the plan here? And there are probably people in the know who know what the plan is, but they're under NDA and they can't say anything.
Probably. Yeah. I mean, that's very possible. But anyways, yeah, so those are the bits of news that we got today. We got the new team coming out. We got how you're going to get Captain Britain, and we got a 20% jack in attack power for war.
Mm-hmm.
Offense. Makes no sense. So yeah, those are our 3 things of the day. Today was what? Were we on Thursday today? Today's Thursday.
Yes.
Today's Thursday. So this will come out the day before Independence Day.
We should have done this tomorrow because tomorrow's 28 and we were 28. Where this is 27. It would have been 28 on the 28th.
We'll do the 29 on the 29th.
Okay.
And then it'll release on the 5th.
I know.
Because that makes sense. It doesn't matter. Dates are dates. Tangent.
There's little
Tangent Tammy TT. Come on now. So anyways. I don't know. Was there anything in the comments that we need to talk about?
Mm-mm.
I didn't get a chance to look today, so I didn't see.
I haven't seen any. We had some views, but...
Yeah, we're looking for comments from you guys. You guys need to help us out. Put some stuff in there. We don't want to just be kind of nagging about stuff every time that we come on here. But
this one was exceptionally naggy, but...
Well, I was trying not to be. Somebody was, but I was trying not to be. I was trying to be PB over here.
I know.
Okay.
What do we have that's positive we can talk about?
I love you.
I love you. You got to drive a car 80 miles an hour down the freeway?
No, that never happened.
I have photos of it. It happened.
Okay, so maybe it did happen. It was just 80.
I know.
Interstates are 80. It was nothing. It's not like I'm hot rodding around. I'm just having fun. But yeah, we got, we'll see how my thing goes. I talked to the physical adjuster, I guess is what it's called. I don't know today. The car's in the shop and talked to the physical adjuster person today. And asked about stuff. So I'm getting like a grand up front or something like that. And then helping pay for the medical if I need it, which I don't really think I do. So just call it a grand, call it a day. So I'm not going to give any to the other kid if it's only a grand. I'm not going to give everything. But,
no, but you'll need to go to the chiropractor.
Nah, I don't think I need
Your
to.
back's going to be worse than mine.
No, that's not possible, first off. I'm freaking Superman. Can't break me. But, we had some people in the Alliance have some bad news today, so you're probably listening to this if you're one of those people, and I just want to tell you that it's going to be fine, and you're there for those kids, and you being there is really what all matters to the kids. So just keep on being the dad that you are, because you're awesome. And
it's pretty amazing you can be friends with an ex like that.
Yeah, it is, absolutely. And we learned some other stuff today. We talked about stuff that we learned in chat. So we did learn today also that, what's it called where you go get the food for people? What is that?
DoorDash?
DoorDash. Instacart. That shit pays horribly for the work that you do. But if you got to do it, you got to do it.
You're being a maid for lazy ass people.
Yeah. And I think they should pay you more. I really do.
Should be minimum wage. Like at the bare minimum, you should be getting paid minimum wage. Takes you an hour, you get
federal or whatever, because they're a federal company. So I mean, you got to get into that. So, yeah, I just think it should be a little bit more. And I mean, if you're going to use it, definitely tip. If you people are doing those things, please tip,
And you
because
send with a mile-long 2 shopping carts full of groceries and you tip
more.
$5? No.
Yeah, tip more.
Bitch, you need to tip at least 50 because your ass didn't get out in 113-degree weather. You didn't load the carts.
Yeah, tip more. They deserve it. That's a lot of work. A lot of these people it's a supplemental income for them, and that's why they're doing it. And they deserve to get more, so tip more. I know if I did, I would.
Right?
I'm not going to tip the Domino's guys more, I don't think.
Not
Maybe
the
I
ones
will.
around here. I usually tip them $5, but then now they're giving you $3 back when you tip 3 or more. But
Really?
they charge I think it's $7 delivery fee.
We don't do a lot of deliveries, so
No.
we don't really know. But
Domino's is ridiculous. $7 delivery fee. But this is not a tip and it doesn't go to the driver. It's just a convenience fee of offering me to deliver my pizza.
yeah, I'd rather have my kid go pick it up.
Right?
We don't go out to eat.
Top of that?
We don't go out to eat. We don't really get delivery lots, so we're not really part of that. But I know when I do go out to eat, if the waiter is good and friendly to me, it's going to be a good sized tip. Like, I'm not going to do some weenie tip. I'm going to give them a good tip. And when we eat, we usually eat. So it's usually a pretty good tip. It's not really based on the amount of food that we get and we spend. I know that's what they want us to
table
attention.
And how attentive they are. Oh, your beer's gone. Would you like another
How
one?
much time we were there, how much we made them do. If I made you take 10 trips to go get me stuff, like, you're getting at least $20. I don't care what I spent on the thing. You know?
We're only there a half an hour, 45 minutes. You just made $20 an hour.
Yeah.
You made more than I do.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just the whole tipping thing and what's going on is out of this world, but some people deserve a lot more. That's all I got to say.
What was that noise? Must be smashing something out there.
It sounded like cans. They're smashing cans. We'll wrap this up. I'll go look. But anyways, speaking of tipping your waiter, I think we're about done with this thing. So thank you guys for listening. Appreciate you. Please like and subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell your ex to go watch this thing and appreciate what you have to deal with listening to yourself. Because some of you might have to, it might be like, oh my gosh, again. And some of you really like it, in which case, we appreciate that too. We try to be just us. So sorry if it's not your thing, but
us
if it
and
is,
you're having a conversation.
Yeah, but if it is your thing, then awesome, and we appreciate you, and just be part of the conversation. Let us know what you want to talk about, because we're down
trying to
with
bring something new to the community and just spark conversations.
Yeah, you're never going to fix anything if you don't talk. So, but anyways, thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. I'm Viz.
I'm Sable.
Until next time, peace.